Oh hey, didn't see you there. You know, I don't understand all the hype behind anime movies like, yeah, I totally have 90 minutes to spare. I think I'll stick to 22-minute episodes, thank you very much. Really? Special features? Anime movies, the most iconic shift in anime that went from, oh hey, that's kinda cool, to it's getting a movie? Making a film version of an anime, no not you, is a practice that's been in the medium for a long time. If a series is successful enough, why not just slap it on a bigger screen and charge people for each time they want to see it? It's a nice bit of content in between seasons, or it takes place of the continuation. Different types of anime movies can be broken down into different categories, much like every topic I talk about. Okay, this is my breakdown on each war crime I think a bag of chips would commit. Original? I don't think any. Cheese? Again, I can't think what war crimes they would commit, but they can if they feel like it. Salt and Vinegar invented war crimes. Anime movies can adapt material from the source material instead of putting that story in episode format. This can be done for any reason. Personally, I think it's because the arc is an awkward size, or would either leave too much room or not enough room for the upcoming section. Or there are more unique cases like how the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie will be. I think it's a fantastic idea just for the sheer consistency it can adapt a segment of the story. There's no worry about episode count. It doesn't need to be rushed off to fit an arbitrary number, but it also doesn't need to be stretched to fit that same count. The most known example for this would be what seemingly started the recent movie trend. Get a load of this, copycat. I mean, come on, obviously they came up with that idea from Demon Slayer. Well, the trend of anime movies were seen, but the Infinity Train arc in Demon Slayer was in an interesting position in terms of length. It's a whopping 17 chapters, being tied with the Spider Mountain arc, but it's followed by the longest arc so far, being the Entertainment District arc, which is a big boy number of 30 chapters. 30's a big boy? I've seen bigger numbers. There would be no way to properly fit that arc into arc run Goku is in the usual 24 episode slot without cutting anything, and if you take one frame of Rengoku away from me, I will never forgive you. So the solution was obvious: take the Infinity Train arc, make a movie out of it, make it look like the most beautiful animation ever, and boom, make $400 million in sales. And as a viewer, it was amazing. The arc was a perfect fit for a movie as well. Now I saw in 4DX, meaning that when the camera moved, I moved, and when there was water on screen, there was a little spritz. Now since it was Demon Slayer, that kinda meant... There are a lot of movies that do this as well. Demon Slayer didn't invent it. What comes to mind personally is the Konosuba movie, Saga of Tanya the Evil, and well, there are others that canonically continue the story that are just amazing. Hell, some are even original stories that are canon in the timeline, like Code Geass Evolution of the Resurrection, Fullmetal Alchemist Conqueror of Shambhala, and Dragon Ball Super Broly. Also, there are the Fate movies that take place in alternate universes, or alternate timelines, or alternate routes, whatever, but last time I tried to follow a Fate watch guide, I ended up making mac and cheese. Does Fate Zero come before or after boiling water? Man, it would be great if I had any way to see Accelerator right now. Damn, my bank account just said a swear word! One of the biggest things that comes to mind when hearing that an anime is getting a movie is some form of filler content. That isn't to say they are bad or anything. I don't hate filler when there's passion behind it, there just usually isn't. My best example is, you see that anime over there with an episode count of over 100 episodes? Yeah, that one over there. If you like the series they come from, hell, there is no reason to be upset. It's good content, but they fit such a formula that you're watching it just to see more of your favorite character. They aren't always bad, but I've said that sentence more than once, so you already know where this is going. South Dakota? Hey, let's visit a far-off land. Oh my god, who is this unique new character? The list goes on. This type does have some nice aspects to it though, like just the freedom of these characters as they are in scenarios that would or could never happen in the canon story. And I have a passionate love when there is some kind of exclusive power or form or gimmick that is that movie exclusive. Honestly, it makes me look back more fondly on it despite it not really mattering. Like high school! These types of movies usually serve the same role as games most of the time. Not bad experiences for fans, but it's not gonna get any new ones. Can I get a total list of people who became Dragon Ball fans from Bio Broly? Wait, really? Oh yeah, I was just drawing smiley faces on this whiteboard right here. Not doing really anything. This could take place at any point in my life. Is that an adventure? Man, I sure didn't pick up any long-lasting skills. Now time to get back to my smiley faces. Okay, but can you prove it didn't happen? These are interesting in concept and can change the course of future anime adaptations, but they don't. The first two fairy tale movies, for instance, incredible concepts, someone actually died in one of them. And the other is famous for exactly one scene, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm not telling you. They even got different adaptations, like the first one getting a manga adaptation, but yeah, they sure as hell happened. I could say the same thing about Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale. We got one of the movie characters in an opening, but yeah, it sure happened. I mean, come on, I don't talk about every time I ate breakfast. It's probably because I can't remember the last time I ate breakfast. Do fistfuls of flour count? Also, for whatever reason, seeing Asuna's nipple was advertised for the DVD release, and I'm surprised more advertisers don't go that route. That was the weirdest doctor's appointment I've ever had. There's just no way I can explain it better than, man, it sure happened, but it didn't matter. It's like a movie about going to the grocery store. Yeah, I killed a goblin or two, but who cares? I also did that when I did my laundry. This falls into the same camp of filler movies for me, but some people may try to tell you that watching these movies is mandatory to get the full experience, but I don't dislike them. When I'm into a series, I want more and more content, but it just has a big old case of existing. I am so sorry to hear that. Movies that retell the story. Except when they don't. Except when they kinda do. Wait, what's the difference? What's canon? Another type of movie that is really common is when the story is just kind of like smushed to make a more condensed experience. I don't exactly have a lot of knowledge on this way to tell stories, because if there are episodes that can explore or take their time more of a story, why would I go for a condensed version? Personally, I think they're mostly just to help people get to a new release faster, and sometimes they are used to retcon something for, well, again, a new release. Like the Code Geass movies had to make a vital change for the new story to work. Personally, I like to do all my condensing with milk. I call it speedrunning cereal. Listen, I don't think there's anything I can say about live-action movies that hasn't been said before. They are the biggest laughingstock in the anime industry. I know there are some good examples, but when I see the Attack on Titan movie or the Tokyo Ghoul movie, I don't even want to give it a chance. That being said, I absolutely hate leaving a topic on a negative note, so I will say that there are a fair amount of well-liked anime movies, like the Japanese Death Note films, which explores a separate canon that I do enjoy. I heard good things about the JoJo movie, and honestly, it's nice seeing things from my niche interests being done like this, but when you take something niche and try to turn it into something mass audiences can enjoy, you risk losing what makes it special. Anime movies are really interesting because they can tell arcs better than a standard episode format can, or it can give you more surface level content, which I will never complain if I really like the series. Now enough about that. I decided to open my own car rental business, and I took a few hints from advertising from my friend Anime. Now, how will I know it works? Holy sh**! My bank account has a comma now.